Welcome back to Night Shift with Justin S. King, how to transform your life one night at a time. Tonight I'm going to share 4 ideas from, I believe his name's Richard Hernandez. He is a Christian preacher and he did a YouTube video about discernment. And discernment is the ability to tell the difference between a real inner signal and emotional noise. For the purpose of this podcast, I wanted to discuss these things in the context of why you may be second guessing yourself and your decisions. What he said is your intuition, or in the case of his video, your ability to discern the truth may not be the issue. It's noise from outside. And there's some things that get in the way of that. The first thing he said is it's pride and ego. Ego makes you defend a decision instead of examining it. If you make a wrong choice, you often will ask yourself, how do you prove I was right? And that's dangerous because good discernment requires course correction. So a simple fix is to work on humility, work on your ego. Or you can ask yourself, what would I choose if I didn't need to look right or feel right? So you can cut out the ego quickly. The second thing that he says interferes with our discernment, our ability to make clean, clear decisions, is bitterness from the past or unforgiveness. When you haven't fully processed something that's happened, you start judging new situations and new people through a lens of old wounds and old situations. Someone reminds you of a bad situation in the past, or a new opportunity may be similar to a past failure. Someone may subconsciously remind you of someone who's hurt you in the past, and so you were treating them differently without knowing it because you're holding on to this bitterness, this grudge. You have not fully forgiven someone. The way you can fix this is asking yourself, am I responding to this person, or am I responding to something that they remind me of? The other fix would be forgiveness, particularly if there's someone in your life you need to forgive. Tonight, you could write that person a letter, say everything you want to say, and get it out. You can fold it up and you can decide to send it or not. Once you've got it out on the page, you may feel the bitterness lift from you. A third thing that may interrupt or may give you some noise when you're making discernment, you're trying to listen to your intuition, is I've seen this before with some people calling anxiety or nervousness and thinking that is their intuition telling them that something is wrong. But anxiety is usually loud, rushed, and panicked, and discernment is usually quieter, steadier, and clearer. A wrong decision will seldom cause anxiety, but it will just be a quiet whispering inside you that you should change direction. But that doesn't mean you need to ignore that. You need to learn how your body speaks to yourself, but just don't automatically let panic make a decision for you. You can take 3 deep breaths, go for a walk, sleep on it if you can, and ask yourself, what would you choose to do if you felt safe? Fourth thing that gets in the way of discernment and following our intuition in situations is judging from the outside, judging from appearances. So we already discussed sometimes unforgiveness can subconsciously sway how we view things, but also we may look at someone and think they seem confident, they look presentable, so we trust them, or something seems boring, so we don't do it. But the outside is only the packaging, it's not the whole truth. So the fix is to look for patterns, not the outer appearance. Look at what the fruit says. Does their actions match their words? Does this opportunity actually fit your life? Does this decision create peace, strength, and integrity over time? And the fifth thing that I feel gets in the way of discernment, which wasn't mentioned in the video, is lying to yourself. For example, lying about what you want, lying about what you're going to do, or saying you're going to do something and not doing it. So the fix is to stop lying. We discussed this on a previous episode. One of the biggest breakthroughs you can have is by looking in a mirror and asking yourself, what is the biggest lie I am telling? And keep asking yourself until it hits you in the soul. And from that, you can have a pretty big breakthrough. So tonight for your night shift, learning to trust your intuition more, pick one of these 5 things that may be getting in the way of your discernment and your trust in your own intuition. Ego, bitterness towards something or someone, fear, looking at outside appearances, or lying to yourself. Pick one of those and begin to work on it. I think the biggest one you could just immediately do would be writing a letter, forgiving someone. So that's it for tonight's episode of Night Shift. My name is Justin S. King, and I help entrepreneurs find peace tonight, tomorrow, and for the rest of their lives through sleep optimization, emotion regulation, and discovering their purpose. Good night.